What's it like to bike in Phoenix, Arizona? That's the question we're asking today. And I'm going to be using online tools, online maps to try to find routes, bike infrastructure, mountain bike trails, things of that nature, to hopefully make your mountain biking and your general biking, road biking, bike commuting experience better. Just to be clear, I don't live in Phoenix, Arizona, and I haven't actually visited Phoenix, Arizona, but I'm going to be doing my best with the tools at hand today that you're also available to use as well. With that being said, there's nothing that can replace speaking to someone on the ground in Phoenix. And if that's you, I would love to interview you for this show so we can arm people with better information about what it's like to bike there. And I think make their lives a little bit better. So with that being said, I'm going to do my best with the resources I've got today. Starting out with Phoenix, it is has a metro population of almost 5 million. It's the 10th largest in the U.S. And in the city proper, 1.63 million. So it's a pretty big city we're looking at. I look at a lot of variety of cities. I like looking at small towns and mid-sized cities that are kind of off the map, or at least could use more exposure. Phoenix isn't necessarily one of those. I'm going to start out by looking at the rail trails. And Phoenix has no shortage of dedicated trails and bike paths in the city. This is the Grand Canal Path, 28.2 miles. It connects it to Tempe as well as Mesa. I think my family actually lived there for a little bit. You've got, what other major bike paths do you have? You've got the Eastern Canal Path, 19.6 miles. It's going to connect you to Scottsdale, an 11-mile trail up there. Arizona Canal Path, 69.7 miles. I mean, come on. We've got, honestly, this, as far as rail trails and trail linkage, I like, we've got some trails going north-south as well as east-west. That is, and going straight through, well, actually not straight through Phoenix, more so straight through Scottsdale, which would be interesting to look more into Scottsdale. But today we're looking at Phoenix. That is promising, very promising for Phoenix. As far as weather, which weather is really important for biking, but it's going to be a little bit reversed from a lot of places we look at. Or the winter, it's going to be great weather. January, 8.5 out of 10. February, 8.8. March, 9.3. April, and then October, November, December, very nice. September, August, July, June, and really those 4 months in the summer, hot, quite hot and dry. So as far as rain, they get 9 inches of rain per year. So if you're going to be doing some off-road mountain biking, first of all, bring water no matter what type of biking you're doing. And for mountain biking, I think the trails are going to be pretty dry and dusty, which is definitely going to affect the way you ride. Let's keep it going. As far as walk score, what they give as a number to, this bike score that they offer, I feel like I'm downplaying it. Their work's amazing. They give Phoenix a 57 out of 100. So, they consider it has some bike infrastructure. I think if you're able to position yourself correctly, that's right. Phoenix itself doesn't have a ton of trails. The surrounding area, Scottsdale, Tempe, which again, we'll have to look more into, is really interesting. You're still going to be quite close to Phoenix itself. So I'd say if you position yourself in the right place in the surrounding area, you've got options. Let's check out mountain biking near Phoenix. All right, where Phoenix is right here where my mouse is. All right. And it looks like the closest mountain biking trail is probably this small trailhead right here, which is really close to, I believe it's it's definitely closer to Tempe. And we've got the East Cactus Trail. This is a pretty big trailhead that I want to highlight and look at. Beverly Canyon Trail. It's called the 666 Trail. It's a black trail. A little bit intimidating, I'll be honest. Definitely, it's on South Mountain. Let's see where it is and how far you'll have to drive or bike to get from Phoenix to this trailhead. So it's 10 miles, 24 minutes by car, or if you're biking, about an hour, about 11 miles, 10 miles. As far as, I'm going to look at some other trail systems that were near there. So we've got this trailhead here, the Pearl Charles Trail, and a bunch of others around there. Let's see how far of a drive it is to get there. but you're going to have some pretty great variety um, on those trails. You've got a bunch of different skill levels, definitely some intense stuff. So you've got about 8 miles to bike there, and you've got about 22 minutes, 9 miles to drive there. So that's promising. They're not smack dab in Phoenix, but short drive and a decent bike ride to get there. And you got options. As far as where people are riding in Phoenix, you can really see, if we zoom out a little bit, you can see there seems to be a lot of concentration right here. Down here, this is the mountain bike trails we were talking about, as well as up here. And then some of these straight lines, these long lines, are the rail trails that we were looking at in Trail Link. What I think is interesting is the most of the action that I'm seeing on Strava is more in the Scottsdale and Tempe area up this main vein. So I think I'm going to have to do some deeper looking into those areas, but it looks like Tempe and Scottsdale are going to have the best options for biking. Let's move on to gravel maps. I didn't see, there's not a ton, at least in Phoenix. You're going to have to make a drive or a ride to get there. But I think the variety of rail trails you've got out there can definitely make up for it. You've got the Tonto National Forest with a 100-mile gravel ride right there. That's pretty cool. There's a place called Crown King. Interesting. That could be a good launch pad for some sweet biking. I might have to look deeper into that. Hot Springs route. Yeah, so nothing going straight through town, through the city, but definitely some options. As far as bike shops, there's a really good amount, on par with some of the best I've seen, as far as just variety and kind of how they're spread out and number. This is like 15 I'm looking at right here, and they all look pretty legit. It's not like Walmart's or Dick's Sporting Goods or anything like that. As far as Bikepacking Routes, this is exciting. So Phoenix has a route that goes directly through. It's a 277-mile loop called the Fool's Loop. Let's take a quick look at what that looks like to see maybe some of the riding that you would be doing. Where are those photos? This is bikepacking.com. They just compile the coolest rides. We've got a lot of cacti, open land, dry land, bring water for sure. Beautiful rocks, cool guy under rock. Cacti, Tonto National Forest. So that's Tonto. Interesting. That looks like kind of green and lush, pretty beautiful. What your feet will look like after doing the bike ride. And that's some water. Interesting. I wonder what river that is. But yeah, that's a pretty beautiful, pretty rural, off the beaten path ride. Nonetheless, Phoenix is an interesting place. I think what it really has going for it is you're going to have a large variety of mountain biking in the greater Phoenix area. Most of it you'll probably have to drive to if you're going. I mean, look at all this. If you're just surrounded, I was looking at the stuff that's close into town, but I mean, once you head out another 15, 20 miles, you've got tons of options. And then the trail system with dedicated bike paths between Scottsdale, Tempe, and Phoenix is quite interesting. So I probably will make this video a little bit more catered towards those three: Phoenix, Scottsdale, and Tempe, and Mesa for that matter. So it's very interesting. I would like to visit Phoenix, see what's going on there, and just experience it. With that being said, if you live in Phoenix, in the greater Phoenix area, and are really experienced biking there, I would love to talk to you on this channel to hopefully bring out some of your expertise and share it with others. So I'm going to be doing more videos just like this one on various cities across the US and the world, and maybe Mars in the future. You never know how fast we're going to get there. With that being said, thanks for watching, y'all. Be safe, have fun, enjoy your week.